Hello, I'm John. Let's talk about meeting new people when speaking English, a task many find difficult. First, a few tips about the video. Number 1, watch with a friend if possible and talk with each other. 2, speak out loud when asked questions. And 3, stop the video when necessary to practice. Before we start, let's warm up a little bit. Whether a native or ESL speaker, clarity is the most important aspect of communicating. People need to understand you, so pronunciation is critical. Remember, practice never hurts. I'll say the pair of words, then feel free to stop the tape and practice on your own. Fell, feel, pet, peat, tess, tea, yet, yeast, sell, seal, set, seat, wet, wheat, sweat, sweet, men, mean, ben, beans. This time I'll read the sentences, then stop the video and practice on your own. I feel the pain in my knee from when I fell down the stairs. Pete has a pet snake that he calls Petunia. Tess decided to invite her Chinese friend Tong over for tea. It is not time yet to put the yeast in the flour. The man at the beach says he has a seal to sell. 5 more sentences. The farmers had a hard time this fall because of the wet wheat. He set down his books on the desk before he took his seat. The sweat of the gymnast felt sweet when she finished. The 2 mean men were arguing with each other instead of communicating. Ben likes the baked beans his grandmother makes. Now we'll practice small talk, greetings you can use when meeting new people. Remember, stop the video and practice on your own. Bill, you're back. I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been, Bill? Really great. It's been a long time. I'm so glad you're back, Bill. So am I. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're back, Bill. So am I. I haven't seen you for a long time. I'm glad to meet you. I've heard so much about you. Thank you. I'm glad to meet you. I've heard so many nice things about you. So many nice things. I've heard so many great things. I'm glad to meet you. I've heard so much about you. Thank you. I'm glad to meet you. Now let's talk about meeting new people. When meeting a new person, we both do things and say things to help in communication. Now let's talk about each aspect of communicating. What are some things you can say when you meet someone for the first time? There are a few things you can say when you meet someone for the first time. You can say hello. You can ask them a question. How are you today? You can offer a food or some drink. Would you like to get a cup of coffee? Or you can compliment them. What a nice sweater you're wearing. We often use our bodies when we meet people for the first time as well. Let's talk about a few of those. Different cultures use different methods when greeting people. Some people bow in Eastern cultures. Some people may shake hands, and others may kiss each other on the cheek like the French. But all things people can do is smile, listen carefully, and if sitting, stand up and greet someone when they come into a room. Also, germs play a role in today's world, so keep that in mind when greeting people. Okay, now you've said hello. Now what do you say? Where you are, what you're doing, helps start many conversations. So the next time you're not sure what to say, ask a question about what you're doing and where you are. You're sitting in a crowded airport, waiting for an airplane. What's something you might ask someone to start a great conversation? A few easy conversation starters might be, where are you going? How long are you staying? Who are you visiting? Is it vacation or is it work? You're sitting in a restaurant with someone you just met. What's a few things you might be able to talk about? A few simple ideas might be, do you come here often? What food do you like? Is this your favorite restaurant? Do you eat at a lot of restaurants? You're at a party where you don't know many people. What's a few things you might say to people to get a conversation started? Who did you come to the party with? How do you know the person having the party? Can I get you something to drink? Do you enjoy parties? Next, let's talk a little bit about first impressions. How many times have you met someone and just said, I like that person. I'm not sure why, but I do. That's a first impression. So when one person meets another person for the first time, they form an opinion of them. Here are just a few things that people notice about you when they meet you for the first time. Your clothes, your eyes, your facial expressions, your shoes, how your voice sounds, what your hair looks like that day. How do you speak? Do you make eye contact? Do you smell funny? How tall are you or short are you? All are things that people look at and notice when they meet you for the first time. As this video shows, the conversation may be pleasant, but you can be guaranteed that the other person is looking and trying to determine what kind of person you are. So make sure you do your best to give the impression that you want that person to have of who you are as a human being. First impressions challenge everyone. We all have prejudices, opinions, and beliefs. Try to give others a chance to show who they really are before judging them, and maybe they'll do the same for you. But there's no guarantees. Here are some good ideas and some bad ideas about first impressions. If you want to make a good impression, smile, use open body language, ask a question, try to avoid controversy, and end politely. On the bad side, if you yawn or you fold your arms across your chest, use your cell phone, don't make eye contact, or make faces, it may stop a conversation from happening. Try to be friendly. People like that. So what do you do when you meet people for the first time? Think about the impression that you leave, and maybe some ways that you can improve it. Our last thought on first impressions. It can be mean, prejudiced, or wrong, but they do impact conversation. Be aware of how you greet others, and the impression that you may give them. You can't do anything about the other person, but you can put your best foot forward to make sure it's a great conversation. Meeting new people is easy and can be a lot of fun and rewarding. Just remember these two important things. The first point, remember to smile. Every conversation is improved when people smile at each other. The second point, always ask a question. People love to talk about themselves. So give them an opportunity and ask them, where are you from or what are you doing? For more great tips on speaking English, go to our website, americanspeechcompany.com. There you can find many articles on ways to communicate with others using English. You can also get hundreds of great tips from our book, Seeking Balance, the ultimate guide to English-speaking excellence for the shy, foreign, or frustrated. You can find that at amazon.com or barnesandnoble.com or get it on our website. Thanks for watching. And remember, there's 2 billion English speakers in the world, so there's plenty of people to meet. Good luck. Take care. Bye.